Hi everyone, I am back to give a update. Um, so let's see. I went to class on Wednesday. Tuesday, I got a phone call and a email stating that our insurance approved. Yay! I'm so excited. So it's all been approved. That was the last thing we were waiting for. Then Wednesday, which was the 17th, we had the shots class, the injections class, and me and my husband went, and it was very informative, really nice. It was like maybe 3 other couples in there with us, and we learned a lot. Um, I may not have told you all before, but I am terrified of needles. So this is going to be interesting for my husband to have to give these shots to me. He's laughing because he knows I am going to freak out because I hate needles. So they went over some things. They went over the metaphor, and so this is some of the information they gave us about metaphor. And it gives you like instructions on when to take it. We also was able to sample, and my husband was able to mix the medicine, and they had the simulation skin so that you can actually squeeze the skin together. It gives you like the actual feel of what it would be like. So he was able to pinch this artificial skin together and inject it. It was air in the syringe, but he was able to inject it just to get a feel of what he would need to do in the real thing. So this was the nice little handout they gave us. I don't know if you could see the whole thing or not, but it gets into how to mix. Um, just in case he forgets, it gives a great diagram on the back of how to mix and where to inject and how to dispose. So this will be his reference sheet. He even wrote a little note up top. I don't know if you can see that. It says PM, so he'll know for sure what injections I get and what time. Um, and then they gave us a pamphlet on Gonal F, and this is the Gonal F pen, and this is what that pamphlet looks like. This is quite big, but again, he wrote another note to know that he's to give me this in the PM, right up there. And he was really excited that he's going to be giving me a needle, and he knows I'm freaked out about it. But this gets into like a lot of information of what Gonal F is and how to dial to the proper dosage. It gets into how to put the needles on, the clean needles, and the different areas that you can inject, which is your stomach or your thigh. So he was into all of that. It gets into the disposal of the needles and the treatment days are here, and just other information, the diagram of the pen and all of its components and what they mean and its label. I thought it was really neat that they gave these pamphlets to us because we have no clue as to what to do and what's going on. So this part is the part that drives me insane. They also said something about, maybe I'm not there yet. Hold on. I'm not to the part that drives me crazy yet. This is another injection, and this is the one that I'll get in the AM. And this is why it's good that they give you an extra session before you start giving yourself the shots, because I don't remember. I just remember that this is not to be refrigerated. I am not sure what it's for. It's done in the morning to prevent. This is to prevent ovulation. The other two are stimulus, and this is to prevent. And he even noted that it would be in the AM. So he noted that on here between 5 and 7 a.m. in the morning that he would. So I think this is the one that you would get 36. No, it's not. I am not sure what this one is. I just wrote a note on there stating that it was the same time, even if it's weekends, to make sure you wake up and you do it. And it's done in the morning. I think that 5 to 7 that he put AM means is for 5 to 7 days. That's what I think that means, looking back at my notes. But again, they give you a nice little pamphlet of what it looks like. And on the back, all the injection spots, your belly or your thighs. It gets in how to uncap the syringe and inject. In the belly, it shows you how to do it. So he was able to simulate like he was going to inject, and he enjoyed that part. So I don't think that part I mind too much. The part that I mind a lot was when you got into the trigger shots. So one of the trigger shots, which I'm sure a lot of us, you women, are familiar with, is Lupron, which is great, which is the one I am hoping that they give me. So this is Lupron. And we got little notes there. This is the one you get 36 hours before retrieval. And they said their retrievals normally start at 9 a.m. in the morning. So this is the one you get before retrieval. They said the Lupron may or may not be ordered. It depends on how your follicles are looking. And she told us, that when we start the Lupron, we will not be taking any more stimulus. We would stop all the other shots and just do the Lupron that morning. So, I want this one. So, let's pray to God that I get the Lupron. Lupron. And the reason why I want the Lupron is because it goes in the belly. So, this is the one I'm afraid of. This is the HCG. And I'm already afraid of needles. And I pray and all the time that God works with me on this frightening glitch I have about needles. But this needle on the HCG is huge. Like, I saw it and it is super huge. And I was like, oh no. My husband's laughing because when she took the cap off of the needle, my eyes got big, like, okay. And she was like, I said, so that comes off? And she's like, no, this is what you get injected with. And it's done differently. And I was like, oh my God, do you have to get that one? And she's like, no, some people don't have to get HCG. It's just if you don't stimulate enough follicles, then they will have you do a trigger shot with HCG. So I am crossing my fingers and praying to God that I don't have to do the HCG. This is the one that goes in your bottom. So she showed us the different areas of the bottom where it can go. She told us that this one you don't pinch the skin. You spread the skin. Spread against the skin to inject. And then you draw back. And once it's injected, and you want to make sure there's no blood, so you make sure you don't hit a vein. And then she said once you draw back to make sure there's no blood, then you just go ahead and inject. and then you spread the skin again to remove the needle. This needle is pretty long and it's thick. Like, I could see it. So I was like, no. And my husband's cracking up the whole time thinking this is funny, and it's not. It says the needle is, so it gives you the numbers for what size needles. It goes by your BMI. So if your BMI is less than or equal to 20, use a 21 gauge or a 22 gauge, which is 1-inch needle. If your BMI is greater than or equal to 21, use 21 gauge or 22 gauge 1.5 needle to give the injections. So we don't want this one. I don't want this one. If I have to, because God knows I want a baby and we've been praying on this for a long time. So if this is what God says I have to do, then I will take the shot and close my eyes and pray all the way through it. He asked he raised his hand. He said, my wife is terrified of needles, and that needle has got her freaking out, I know. Can she lay down while I give her this injection so maybe she can watch TV or she can be distracted? And she's like, yes, that's actually the best way to give it. So he already was thinking of ways to manipulate me or to get me to be comfortable with taking this shot. So the class was pretty cool. The only thing that I was upset about was we got there at 9:30 because we were told to be there at 9:30. Well, come to find out that it started at 9 o'clock. So we walk in there like 9:20 feeling like really embarrassed because we've been pretty much on time for every class appointment that there has been. So to be late for this one was really, we were not happy about that. So it's fine. She was really nice. She let us pick up where she was already started with the other couples, and she just went over at the end. We just missed one medication, and that was the menopause. So she went over that at the end. Let's see. Today, and this is for MJ, I went to drop my prescription off for my birth control pills, and guess what? They didn't have them. So it has to be ordered. So she said maybe tomorrow it would be there. She couldn't guarantee me 100%. But I did drop it off, so I'm getting in gear. And again, I don't start my menstrual flow doesn't come until the 28th or the 29th. So I am just trying to get everything prepared and in tip-top shape so that when it does come, I am ready to start the birth control pills. Let's see. How am I feeling lately? Anxious, excited. I have a horrible toothache, and I don't know if you can even tell, but on this side of my face it's swollen a little bit. And I've been popping ibuprofens and trying to get into the dentist's office so they can fix this so that it's not something that I have to deal with while I'm doing my IVF cycle. So I want to get this all taken care of. Then I got bit by a spider on my back, and I forget that it's there, and I'm allergic to spiders. So when I get in a bite by a spider, I just get all kinds of infections and things of that sort. So I had this infection, and I scratched the spider bite, which makes it 10 times worse. And so now I'm on antibiotics. So I'm on the antibiotics, and they make me nauseous, make me want to throw up, makes my stomach cramp, and yeah, had me feeling really bad yesterday because I really wanted to come on and update you guys yesterday, but I felt horrible between the medication making me nauseous and the toothache. So I'm popping ibuprofen and antibiotics, and I'm just laying there like, God help me. So today at work, it kicked in, and I felt like bleh. So I have a couple more days of taking those antibiotics, and hopefully it will be over soon. I think they're also, and this is TMI, I think it's also giving me the runs. And so um, I don't know if I should call them and ask for a different prescription or what I should do because this is like really kicking my butt. Um, but other than that, I'm doing well, and my husband is well, and we're both excited to get started and moving on with this cycle. Um, we're hoping to get it done by the first week of November. Hopefully transfer will be then so we can go on vacation. We like to take the kids to Florida to see my in-laws and my husband's side of the family. So we're hoping that it works that way so we can go ahead and go on vacation. Um, let's see. What else? Oh, I want to give a couple shout outs to a couple of people. So I have my phone with me because I am not good with remembering things. So, off the top of my head, I can say MJ. Hi, MJ. She is one of my baby and bump sisters, I'm going to say, in the TTC world, trying to conceive. She is one of my sisters. I'm trying to get my glasses because I'm blind as well. In the trying to conceive world. So, I want to say hello to her. There's another couple of ladies on the baby, we call it B&B, but it's Baby and Bump forum that I talk to quite often, and that would be ER Rose. Hi, ER Rose. And there is Terry Peachy. Hello, Terry Peachy. And I just found out she also lives here in Maryland, and we go to the same fertility clinic, which is really cool. Let's see, JCM. Hi, JCM. How are you? And then there is Cutie Q. Hi, Cutie Q. How are you? Hope things are going good. Fingers are crossed for all you ladies. You all have been so supportive since last year when I lost the baby. You guys really were encouraging and supportive, and I am really grateful to have had you guys around through all of that and encouraging me to not give up. Um, on the vlog, there are several women that I would like to say hello to, and may God bless you through your pregnancies and the births of your babies. And if you're still on your IVF journey, may God bless you and foresee all the things that you want in the near future. This trying to conceive IVF is rough, but God will see us through it, and He is the be all and know all, and He's done so many things in my life that I know that He will see me through this journey here. I just keep Him first and stay prayed up and meditate on Him all the time. I fast. I go days and days. My children laugh because they get in the car and all they hear is gospel music, but it just keeps me focused on Him, and He is where I need to be. He needs to be in me, and I need to be with Him. So I stay focused on Jesus. So with that being said, I'd like to say hello to a new one that I'm following. I think she is just the sweetest. The only thing she has on there is Journey, and I believe that her name is just Journey, and she is just like wonderful. Journey to motherhood. And she is just the sweetest and beautifulest woman I've ever seen in my life. I watched her today for the first time, and she is awesome. Um, and I look forward to following her along on her journeys, more of her journey. There's also Waiting for God's Miracle. She has also been a blessing to me. Nikki Proverbs 31 has also been a blessing to me. Um, our IVF journey, she is just as sweet as she want to be, and I enjoyed watching her. Uh, who else is there? There are just so many women that are on the YouTube vlogging that I follow, and I think they are just awesome, and they keep me motivated and grounded through this trying time. Well, I don't do anything else until my cycle comes, so I won't update probably until the end of the month when I start taking my birth control pills and start talking about how I'm feeling with those. I haven't taken birth control pills in years. My oldest is 21, so I'm going to say in 21 years. So I have no idea how it's going to affect my body. So I'm like really excited to see how this is going to work out for me. My husband was laughing because he heard them say some of the medication would make me moody, and he was like, she does not need to be more moody than what she is. So this is going to be interesting, right, for us, but we're all up for it. We're ganged up, and my kids are very supportive and understanding, and I love them dearly. They are great kids. They love their parents, and we love them dearly for that. Flaws and all, they just have this bundle of unconditional love. And me and my husband always said we wanted to have a whole lot of kids, and we took a break for 13 years just to get things situated in our life and do different things. And with that break, complications came along, where infertility issues came along. I have now a blocked tube, and he has low sperm count, where before we were popping them out every 2 years. And so we waited 13 years to try. I'm going to say 12 years because we started again last year. 12 years to try, and things have changed. Your body changes with age, so we have changed with our age, but it is what it is, and God is in control, and I know He's going to steer our ship the way it needs to go. So we are just going to stay prayed up and let Him have His will. He knows our heart, and He knows that we love children, and this is one of our dreams. My husband said he doesn't know this. I asked him, would this be our last? And he's like, I don't know. Let's just get through this one and see what happens. So I'm 37, so I told him you might want to give me a number so I can plan it out, or at least get my mental ready that there will be more to follow, because we are not getting younger, we're getting older. So, and he's 41, so we'll see. And not to mention, we have a grandbaby, and he is 1.5, and that is my Shumkin. And people laugh because his nickname is Necka Tanka Boogie Woogie Boo Nicky. I like the name, and he answers, and he calls me Gigi. And then I just found out I have another grandbaby on the way. So people ask me all the time, how do I feel trying to have a baby, and I have two grandbabies? And I tell them they're my children's babies, and I am their grandmother, and I will be their grandmother and be a mommy. I'm never going to stop being a mommy to any of my kids, and it doesn't take away from what me and my husband are set to do and what God has planned for us. So, works out, and we're happy and excited, and I love all you ladies, and I'll continue to watch and follow your blogs. I don't say much, your blogs, I don't say much in comments, but I will mention you in my videos. And I am praying for you all and asking God to wrap his arms around us and have his way. So I will talk to you ladies in maybe another 2 weeks. Bye.